Good. Now, I'm not going to forget to put on the recorder.
It says recording in progress.
It's in progress,
Yeah.
because sometimes that can happen. Yeah. So, Len, are you going to any trips to England this spring?
No, I've got no trips lined up at the present time. My wife isn't in particularly good health, so that precludes any trips in the near future. So anyway,
She is not in good health?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So
good.
anyway, we'll just continue on. I'm active with the Brush and Palette Club. We've got a show coming up shortly, and with the Gallery Painting Group, which is a plein air group, as you know. So and Urban Sketches. So yeah, between those three, that keeps them busy on the home front.
Yes.
Yeah, very active. I see.
Keeps you
Good
very
luck with all
busy.
the activities.
For sure.
Yeah. And I have seen your work actually on the Society Facebook page, if I'm not mistaken. You shared work on that already, haven't you?
Yes.
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 Okay.
I posted some of my paintings. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you post your paintings, Len posts his, and then we have Doug Mays posts his. You three are the top posters,
Oh.
which is really good. I mean, it's nice. Post as much as you want because it keeps the page active, right?
Yeah. But I noticed there are not many others that post on that site. I mean, yeah, Doug and Art Kunan, well, not so much Art, but Doug and a few others, but that's it. I mean,
I think Art's posted maybe, I don't even know if he's posted once. Is he healthy now again? Is he okay?
as far as I know, yes.
But how? Yeah, but why people are not posting? Maybe we should encourage them. I don't know, like remind them.
Well, yeah, we can encourage them. Yeah. So it would be you know what, that's a very good idea. Let's make it a challenge to post something. Let's make this the month. Why don't we do that for May? Make it the month to post your paintings. Let's make this an online art show. Post your paintings. How's that?
Yes. It's a reminder, encouraging.
And if they're for sale, put a price on there because you never know. Artists buy other artists' work.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong
and
with
could be
that.
other people other than the artists who go to the site.
That's right. No, it's private. Only members of the CSPWC.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. The big site, which nobody can post on, we don't have anyone posting on there. But that site is not private and nobody else can post on there, only one person, but that person quit about 2 years ago or so, and I don't think anyone's doing it. So we need someone to post on there, but ours is members with members. So that means once you're on there, you can post. So
Okay.
I see Lens when they come. Sometimes if you post enough, it'll post automatically. Otherwise, it'll ask me to post on there.
No, but I mean,
I approve
yeah.
everybody's that's painted.
Yes, I know that the members are the only ones who can post, but can anybody see the Facebook page and who is what is being posted?
Only members of CSPWC, associates and
only
members.
members.
Anyone who's on the list, like the associate members is now $40 a year, I think it is. And then you can post on that site. And now I've never had an official word that you can or cannot post your workshops. So I've asked many times. And so I'm just saying that as artists, if we don't promote ourselves, nobody will. We're all artists in here. So if you're teaching a workshop, oh, good, we've got somebody else coming in. If you're teaching a workshop, post it on there so that people know. I have had other emails from members saying, where can I take some online watercolor classes? So I think that it would be very nice. And I'll actually mention this with the board. Oh, good, we've got more coming in. Hello. I'll mention this with the board about maybe making up artists who teach. That'd be nice to have a list who teach online. A lot of people can teach in person, but not online. So it'd be nice to have a directory of online artists, wouldn't it?
Sure. Yes.
Do you teach online, Len?
No.
Hello, Diane. I don't think I met you, have I?
Hi there. No, I don't think so.
I'm Anita.
Hi, Anita. I'm associate member. I have been for quite a while.
Hi,
Good.
Diana.
Well, I'm
Hi.
glad that you're here.
And
And
Sally.
Sally, if you
Hello,
can hear me,
Sally.
because you're not muted, we can't see you. If you want to be visible, then when you see that little video with the red line through it, just touch that and you will be visible. And if you don't want to be visible, that's okay too.
Mhm.
So
Hello,
that-
Diane. My name's Len Hughes, and I'm
Hi,
also
Len.
an associate. So welcome.
Oh, good, good. Yeah, I used to
And-
do art classes with Brittany here in Calgary, and she actually did it online for quite a while through COVID. And then, of
Yes.
course, we flipped back to regular classes. And now I travel down to Turner Valley to take classes from a lady down there. So yeah, just really enjoy watercolor. So it's fun.
Turner Valley, that's in,
Southern Alberta. Mhm.
oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, yeah, Brittany is a very realistic artist.
Yes.
Do you
Yes.
paint realistic, or have you kind of,
I do not as much as not nearly as close to what Brittany does. Love doing architecture and
Okay.
birds. Actually, is what I really enjoy. So
oh, excellent. We've got someone else in the group that does birds. Yeah, she's actually a member of the Bird Society or something. She paints.
oh, okay.
Hello, Marcia.
Hello, Marcia.
Nice to see you.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay, we are a very small group so far. Just speak amongst yourselves. Marcia, I don't think you've been on with the CSPWC before.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
This is the first
so
time.
Everybody can speak amongst yourselves, and then when I come back, I'm gonna start the little watercolor video that Ghazi has made for us. And we can enjoy seeing that while I still let other people come in. So just get to know each other.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Hi, everybody.
Is
Thanks for
everyone from
joining.
down east, or I'm just wondering where people are from.
I'm from Ontario.
Oh, okay.
I live in Mississauga, Ontario.
Oh, okay.
And I live in London, Ontario.
Okay. Yeah, I'm from Alberta.
Okay. Marcia, whereabouts in Ontario are you from?
I mean, I live in Mississauga.
Yes.
Mississauga.
And Marcia?
I live in Blenheim. It's south of Chatham,
Oh, yeah.
Ontario.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know where it is. On Lake
Yeah.
Erie? Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, yes. It's not all that far from London.
No,
actually.
about an hour.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Nice little spot.
Yeah, we're
Got
right
it.
on Lake Erie.
Yeah. Oh, lovely.
Nice. Yeah.
And I live in Godrich.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
And when we first moved here, we couldn't wait to walk down the little hill that would walk us to the beach and would take us, 40 minutes to get there.
Oh, gee.
The
Not
beach
quite
is-
that long, unless I went really slow. And
the
now
beach
it's
is-
like,
yeah,
oh,
are
we just
beautiful
drive.
there. The beaches are beautiful
easier.
there. Like
Anyway.
as I told you yesterday, we go to like Pinery for camping,
Pinery
Oh, Mhm.
Kincardine,
Mhm.
It's really nice.
Pinery and Kincardine, and you drive right through Godrich to get there.
Yes, I think we
And when you drive through Godrich on the Highway 21, it goes up a little hill. We live in the little community up on that hill. So anyway, and I'm Anita for those who don't know me. And this is Ghazi. To me, he's on the corner. Ghazi is our featured artist for today. So I'm going to share a watercolor video that he has painted very quickly. I mean, he has sped it up, not saying that he's actually painted that very quickly, but
yeah, it's actually it's about 2 hours long, but my son, he did the speed video, and this is in Visual Arts Brampton. They called me to do a workshop there. It's 4 sessions, and this is one of them.
okay. So yeah, this takes about 5 minutes. So, and there's no sound with it. And right now I can't see anyone, and you probably can't see us either, but it's okay. And do you have a special brand of watercolor that you use, Ghazi?
Most of the time it's Winsor and Newton.
Okay,
I'm not saying that the other brands are not as good, but I'm used to Winsor and Newton, so this is what I use.
me too.
Yeah, and the brushes, I don't have too many. This is the most just round brushes. Da Vinci, I think this is Da Vinci.
Vinci's are good, yeah.
Yeah, And yeah, they are good. I like the Da Vinci. They are good. And yeah, so that demonstration was in class at the Visual Arts Brampton. There were, I think, around 25 people attending this demonstration. It's and they were painting. So I was painting and they were painting. So
Okay.
Oh, did they paint the same thing you did, or did they try to follow?
yes, most of them the same painting, but everyone their own style, their own way of painting.
Right.
So
Ghazi, are you a member of Visual Arts Brampton?
no,
Okay.
no,
right.
but Colleen, she saw my paintings and she invited me to display them at the
Okay.
Visual Arts
All right.
Brampton, and then after that she contacted me to do a workshop.
Okay.
But I'm not a
Because-
member there. I was a member of watercolor, Mississauga Watercolor Society, but I had to quit. I was not able to attend for some family commitment.
Mhm.
And
Because I was a founding member of Visual Arts Brampton back in the 90s.
oh, okay. They are active. They are quite good. There's many classes, and
Yeah,
very active there. Yes,
small group.
and very encouraging. I mean, they
Yeah.
contacted me. I don't live in Brampton.
Right.
They contacted me. So yeah.
Well, I think that, I don't know if you posted this video just on your regular Facebook page or not, Ghazi, but it'd be a good idea to do it. I mean, this is
I
gonna be a new
I did
society.
a while ago.
A while ago. Yeah. Can I tell you
it's-
something? When you post online and you think that you're posting too often, but if you post this again on your regular Facebook, people don't remember it. And also you have new people. Sometimes they don't have time to look at it. So it
Yes.
doesn't matter if you're posting it a couple of times because it just moves so fast, people can't see it. I
Okay,
think-
I see. Yes, I
It's
know.
absolutely incredible to watch. I'm just finding this fascinating to watch. Just,
And
yeah.
who is saying that?
It's Diane. Yeah, I'm just
Isn't it
in awe.
interesting? Isn't it something? I'm just gonna make this bigger just for the final last. little
Yes,
bit.
it's a good idea. Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to miss,
But
oops,
it's not bigger right now.
no, it's not. Okay. I didn't want to miss people coming in. Okay, it's just,
I think the video has stopped now somehow.
I think so too.
Yeah,
Hang on.
the square on the bottom should actually make it bigger in the right corner where it's
Should-
kind
yes,
of
it
like a
does.
broken square.
That's right, but it's not
Those-
moving. So let me just, okay, here we are.
Mhm.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, if any of you see, okay, I've got the participants here, so that should be okay. As long as I don't miss anyone coming in. Now
There is a blue band, like dark blue on the bottom. Is this something you can get rid of? But that's, I mean, it's
I
okay.
don't see anything. Where do you see that?
Oh,
Yeah, there's a blue rectangle at the bottom that's
Yes.
just covering up part of the picture.
Is it distracting? Like, I don't see it, so,
Oh,
okay.
it's above the line that tells you how far along you are in the video.
Oh, okay. Well, if I go exit, is it still there?
still
Yep.
there, yes.
But it's out of the view now.
Out of the, okay.
Yeah.
If you,
Well, we are
yeah, this
almost
way,
at
it's
the-
okay. This, now
Oh,
you
it's
can see the
perfect
whole.
now. Just, yeah.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
This, you know what, Ghazi, I don't think there's anything really nicer than watching a water scene being painted. Because with the watercolor just flows so nicely. And you took and you mixed several blues to get that nice rich blue and saturated your water as it comes down to the land. I've watched this video a few times and I think it's just fabulous. So it's
Thank
going to
you.
be posted on the members, Connecting with Members. You can watch it over and over again. Yeah, so it'll be there for you to enjoy it.
Yes, thanks. Yeah.
Almost done.
I'm amazed at how you protect your whites. I think it's just wonderful. Yeah,
No
that's my big failing. I can't seem to always protect my whites. And so,
Yeah, probably see the thing about watercolor is like you need to a little bit pre-plan whatever you want to do
uh-huh.
so that you avoid anything that you cannot correct.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, that's true.
So Yeah,
Okay.
pre-planning. It's not like oil. I did some oil. I did several medias. All kind of most medias. What oil you can always paint over. It's not a big deal. But
Yeah.
watercolor you have to really pre-plan, especially the white areas and the light colored areas and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Ghazi, do you ever use masking fluid?
No, I did actually. I'm trying to remember. Very rarely. I used in the past, but not really. Almost none. Almost never. I haven't been very active, as I mentioned to you yesterday, because this past year I was really busy with, actually, I'm babysitting my grandson and, and other stuff. So I don't have much time. The latest painting I did a few weeks ago, that's it.
It's amazing how, well, I find this interesting just in my own art career. I used to paint every single day. I would paint something and I always had my paintings ready. I didn't have to put things away. That helps a lot. So if you're doing something in between, you have like 10 minutes, you can go and grab a little spot to do something, right? And then now and actually it just really changed after 2020 with getting more online, that it takes so much time that you don't have the actual physical time. You'd think it'd be more time to paint, right? It just doesn't always work out that way. So you say you're too
Yes.
busy to paint.
The daily chores and the other stuff, it's, at the end of the day, you don't see that, you see that you were not very productive. But yeah, you need to put some effort into to really.
Okay. See, I'm thinking about something else we can announce before this. I don't think there actually is. So Ghazi, if you have questions, or anybody, if you have questions for Ghazi, he's going to do a PowerPoint, and this is the history of his art career. It makes him who he is today. So you have done a lot of things in your life. He's also going to read his bio to us. So I'm going to start the PowerPoint, but Ghazi said, please ask questions in between. You just break in and ask questions, okay? And everybody ready for this?
Mhm.
Okay, I will share this now. From the beginning. Oops. Okay. Can everybody see this?
Yes, but are you going to the
It's
next
not
page?
going big. We'll there we go. But I want to go to the beginning.
Okay.
Here we go.
So the bio.
The bio is right here. Okay.
Okay. So we still have this rectangle at the bottom, but that's okay. I think that's the last paragraph at the last above the rectangle.
Mhm.
Yeah, as you can see from the bio, I was born in 1954 in Lebanon, and I came to Canada in 92. To Montreal first for a couple of years, and then moved to Ontario in 95. Since childhood, I was born with the gift of, I was able to draw people. So it's a gift. I haven't learned it anywhere. So it's just, I used to draw people around me, teachers, schoolmates, friends, and relatives. I studied engineering, mechanical engineering, and then, and this is my profession. I work in the engineering field. And then in art, I practiced in several media, as I said, ink, pastel, oil, watercolor, even sculpture, pyrography, I computer 3D cut sculpture, I did story illustration, and even stage backdrops here in Canada. Some people used to ask me to do some background for a stage. Maybe I have one or two samples. when I came to Canada, I was in Montreal first. So I did first year of studio art at Concordia University. But I didn't pursue because we had to move to Ontario. So studio art is just very general. It's mostly, it's not the nuts and bolts of the techniques. It's basically, you know, ideas, what, you know, feelings, stuff like that. So that's what they were focusing on. And then when I moved to Ontario, I did one summer school of animation at Sheridan College. I had in mind to do some
yeah.
animation, but again, it didn't fit into my, you know, financial obligations and stuff. So I had to do only one session. This is 3 sessions, 3 years, summer school of animation at Sheridan in Oakville. I participated in several collective shows. Before coming to Canada, I went to Cyprus for a couple of years. So there I started doing some paintings, watercolor, and I exhibited them in one of the galleries there, and they were actually, most of them were sold in Cyprus. And when I came to Canada, I also continued painting, and I sold some of my work in Canada and some internationally. And I am, as I said, I'm a member of several groups, the CSPWC, one of them, Artists in Canada, Mississauga Watercolor Society. I was a member. I quit. I didn't renew. Visual Arts Mississauga and Mississauga Arts Council. My style, as you can notice from the down in the presentation, it's realist. So it's a realist. I do realist painting, drawings, and the subjects range from landscape to portraits to other stuff too. When I paint, I like to paint what I see. You know, I see a scene and like to portray the scene. It could be the atmosphere or the you know, the subject itself, the colors, like the feeling and stuff like that. And this is what I aim when I do a painting. I'm not always successful, but I try. This is very
Okay.
short bio about me. So
That's
any
okay.
questions? Please, as Anita said, feel free to ask anytime. Any question, any comment, anything.
I think we see it. Yes, we see it here. You do have a website?
Yes, my website is ghazitoutounji.com. I have paintings on the Fine Art America. I post my paintings and you know, I'm not sure if you know Fine Art America. They sell prints and things like that. They don't sell originals. It's the artist himself if anybody interested, it's the artist. They refer the artist to the people who are interested. So I sold quite a few of those prints on Fine Art America.
Oh, good.
And I am on Instagram. I have Facebook page, but my Facebook page is not only about art, it's also other posts. So I post my paintings in other groups,
Right.
like the CSPWC and artists, some other groups. So some of them are also on my webpage, but as I said, it's a mix of art and other posts.
Okay. Well, Ghazi, for Facebook, you can also create
I know I have another page, but I'm not very good in Facebook. So I always ask my daughter, like, how do I do this? How do I do that? Yes, I know. I have another page. It's called Ghazi's Art. Even another one about sculpture. But I need to put more stuff there. I don't put a lot there. It's only occasionally.
When you're on
Yep.
Instagram, do you ever post videos of you painting, like painting a small painting
Yes,
right on
I post
Instagram?
on Instagram. Yes, Instagram, it's paintings. Yes, I do post
Oh,
paintings
good.
on Instagram. Yes.
That'd
Yes,
be
Instagram is
great to see
only
that.
paintings, only art. Facebook,
Yeah.
it's a mix. So probably if you go to Instagram, it would be more art material there.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because I know Instagram is great for videos where people are demonstrating a painting and you can play it over and over and over again and learn.
Yes, I think
techniques.
I did
Yeah.
post this video on Instagram. Yes, I think so, if I remember well.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, and this is that's the video you just watched. I did put that into the chat. So if you want to, the chat will disappear when we disappear. But if you want to write down the address, it's in the chat, and it'll be here in the Facebook group, so that you can catch that video again. I think it's worth seeing a few times. It makes me feel like wanting to paint.
Thank you. Thanks for the positive feedback. So I'm going a little bit chronologically here, more or less. I don't have, as I said, I used to draw people. This is my cousin when we were kids, and I drew him. This is life drawing. They just sit there and I draw them. It's a pencil. This is pencil. I did a lot of those things. But I don't have photos of them. So this guy, because he was my cousin, I did a lot of. I drew him quite a few times. One of them is pastel, things like that.
Whoops.
This is
Ghazi, do you want me
yeah.
just to move on through your portraits?
Yes. So this
Okay.
one is a teacher. In class, he was sitting on his desk. The desk is usually higher than the school desk, than the students. So he was sitting there and looking into his paper. So I drew him. Yeah. And this is my elder brother, also in pencil. That is many years ago. It's not dated, unfortunately, but when we were young.
I like that composition. You don't get that viewpoint that often.
Yes, yeah. And this guy is a priest. He was a teacher. He teaches religion. So he was just teaching and moving around. So I had to draw him while he was moving around. Yeah, actually, it looks really like him exactly. So after this, I did so the way in the 80s. Now what we saw is before the 70s. So in the 70s, 80s, I started doing, with my work, I started working, but then I did some sketches, those on a sketchbook, basically. No formal drawings, like painting, official painting or something. Just I take the sketchbook and I draw things, even watercolor. So this is a charcoal, the fusain. It's very small. It's quite small. So this is an old lady.
That's very well done.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have this blue ribbon at the bottom. You cannot see the bottom, but I'm not sure.
Oh, you
Looks
still
really
have that
good, though.
blue
Yes,
ribbon?
yes.
Mhm.
Is that the one that says the, am I moving it now?
No, it's not moving.
No,
See, I can't see it, so I'm sorry. Is that I don't know
it's
what to
okay.
do.
I mean, now it becomes bigger. It became bigger. Or it moved. Actually, you moved it.
It did move. Yeah, it's
I'm
moving to the
moving it
right.
How about now?
See if you can move it to the left. Oh, it's moving. Okay.
Well, something, that is the controls, and I need to see them if people come in or out. How about if I go like this and see if that helps any?
Yep, that's
Oh, now it's
gone.
moved to the top.
Yeah.
Top left.
Okay, those are.
Okay.
Okay.
So the
Okay.
previous one was also a watercolor on a sketchbook. The same for this one. I cut the paper. I made it round for some reason. I'm not sure. I think you can see it's 80 or something. 81, sorry, the date. Yeah, it's watercolor. Again, those are small sketches. This guy is playing the violin.
Okay.
Also 81.
wow.
It's a watercolor ballet.
Did you do this live or did you do this?
No, I didn't know. This is from a photograph. No, unfortunately, they cannot stay there for a long time.
I love the way that you painted the white to be white when you have a lot of color in here.
Yes, I like that one. So it portrays the texture of the fabric. Yes.
Are you gonna paint?
This is my nephew,
Very nice.
watercolor. This guy, I'm not sure if it's from a photo or I think it's from a photo. Yeah.
Oops.
It's pastel. This is oil pastel. Oil pastel, it's harder than, sorry,
Okay.
you can go back if you want. Yeah. Also, it's a very small sketch. It's oil pastel. It's a rough painting, a drawing. It's
What are you using, like new pastels or hard pastels?
I think trying to remember, I haven't done a pastel for many years now. I think it was not Fabriano. I don't remember. I still have the chalk pastel. The oil I don't have, but this is oil pastel.
Oh,
the oil pastel. Have you done any pastel painting?
I personally have done some,
Mm.
and then I wanted to be a pastel artist and you know, all the dust drove me crazy.
Yes, the chalk pastel, it's easier to go with layers. The oil is a little bit, it's more oily. So yeah, but
Yes,
this is oil.
I-
This is
I
watercolor.
have both, but this is watercolor now. Look at how you treated the background. You abstracted that.
Yes, yes.
So-
Yeah. It's in, this is in 1980.
And that's watercolor.
Yes.
Great attention to your detail. Oh yeah, this one is really.
This one is watercolor. Also, it's a very, it's this, all those are on the sketchbook. So this is a very small drawing.
It's okay. It can be larger than life. If you want it to be printed that big, it's terrific.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is a lady, like in a village, with a traditional scope. No, I mean, more or less it's close. It's not detailed. It's just rough. That you don't see the face very much. You don't see. It's mostly color and the atmosphere and the. This one is, I'm trying to think, what is this? This is also a very, very small. I would say this about maybe, I would say maybe 7-8 centimeter or something like that. So it's, I think it's
Whoops.
watercolor. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, after that, in the 90s, as I said, I was in Cyprus. So I did some paintings there. They were like more or less formal paintings, and they were exhibited in this gallery. And they were, most of them were sold. So this guy is a writer. I think he's Afghan. So yeah, it's watercolor.
Mhm.
This one is watercolor on Bristol paper. The other one is watercolor on just regular watercolor paper. This one is Bristol paper. Bristol paper, it's not very, the paint does not stick very much. So
Mhm.
it, put water, it dilutes it, it goes away. It's not easy to control, but it gives you some freedom. If you don't like the color, you can just wipe it out. Yeah, this is a, yeah. This is watercolor also, regular paper.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, the photographs are not perfect. This is many years ago. Also watercolor. Those are some jars in a village. Same here, watercolor. Again, the photograph, not the best. It doesn't show everything, but this guy with the cows. Again. Watercolor, and this one is watercolor too.
Okay.
Yeah, 1990. So now we come to the watercolor paintings. They were done over I would say the last 10 years maybe or less.
Okay.
Painting. So this is the latest one. I was trying to, to put some effort. I did it. It's a small one. I think it's 9x12. This is a scene from a beach in Lebanon. So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one that we put on the poster.
Yeah.
Tripoli.
No, yes,
Oh.
the previous one, yes, it's a Tripoli. This one is Tyre. Yeah, this is a beach and it's an island in off the shore of Tripoli, actually. This one is from Tyre, is a view from Tyre.
Okay.
This is just a train view. This one is a mix of food. This one is being exhibited in this Legislative Assembly in Toronto, together with other artists, of course. They display paintings from artists in the cafeteria there.
It's
So-
very nice. You know something, it's that the fact that you're not using any masking and yet you have so many lights coming through everything.
Yes, that's why when you make the wash, you don't like go with a very big brush and then just go through. You have to plan and see which areas you want to leave white. Same here, like you see some white spots on the walls and the ground. So this is an old house with some vine and the shades. Also watercolor.
Very nice. This one I really was struck with, how you have control of your watercolor and you had like a nice reflection here of the boat. But to paint anything in water like this, that's really a very good technique. It's hard to do it.
It's not easy, but it's not easy, especially if you don't want to create hard edges and stuff like that. If you want the colors to be mixing with each other, you cannot wait too long. Once you put the wash, you need to right away put the other color or whatever you want. Otherwise, you will have edges. So,
All about the timing, right, Ghazi?
sorry?
It's all about the timing.
Yes, watercolor, yeah, timing is very essential, of course. This is a traditional house in Lebanon. It's a two-story house. It's a
Oh.
commission. It's a lady asked me to, to paint
Paint
the
it.
house. They rebuilt it. So
Okay.
this is old buildings also.
Very different perspective, as if this would be water maybe at times, or just. a
No,
street?
those are walls, but I didn't put any details.
Oh,
I
okay.
just keep it like violet.
Yeah,
This
this
one-
one's really interesting.
This view, actually, I went to Albert's Marina here in Ontario. There is a place by chance, I came across it. They have so many boats there being either repaired or just discarded.
Right.
So those are two boats I painted, not on site. I took a picture and I painted them. This one is sold.
Okay. Very nice. This is very nice.
Yeah, it's a cottage.
From times gone by, right?
Yeah. Yeah, this is an old street with old doors and some with tree above it, some pink flowers. This is a house in a village. It's a more or less traditional in Lebanon, something like that. So
Okay.
the street, you can see the street is going down to the left.
Yes.
Again, another traditional house. Old streets and building with this is an arch.
Fun to paint.
This is it's very common the way they do it. So there's like a garden in front of the house, sometimes with something water. What do you call it? This pool or
Fountain.
whatever. And the fountain in the middle.
Okay.
And yeah, people sit and enjoy the scenery there. The previous one was sold, and this one too, the same lady. Just old wall with some shades on the wall and some trees.
Mm-hmm.
Another cottage from Canada.
Well done.
Thank you.
I really
Well,
like the color in the shadows.
I like it
Yeah.
too. I like the shadow. I like the light in the shadow. The light, the reflection of the light. I like this one, and the hard edges, the dark against the white. This is the temple in Jupiter, the Bacchus temple in Lebanon, in the Baalbek.
Okay.
An old street in one of the northern cities. An old street. The cedars. It's a painting of the cedars in Lebanon. Those cedars.
Mm-hmm.
Again, another traditional house.
Interesting how you handle the different effects of the trees.
Yes, I didn't put, on the left-hand side, I kept mostly the color. I like the violet. Most of my paintings have frequently violet color in them. So this one, I left the violet on the left. I kept it this way. I like I did some texture on the stones. I did, paint a little bit more details with the shadows
Yes.
and stuff on the stones, and the arch is, yeah.
Wow.
This is again, it's a small painting. This is a very small one. It's a view from India. This is an Indian scenery.
Mm. This looks like it'd be out of Israel.
No, it's from Lebanon, and the colors are not exactly the way they are because sometimes the camera does not give you the exact, but almost you can close, but not exactly. You know, maybe it's too brown or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a view. It's an old house, mostly those stones. It's very very mountain. It's kind of very old house.
Have you sold this one yet?
No, but some people are interested. I haven't.
I
They
could see.
mentioned they want it, and I still have it. I guess they haven't decided
Wow.
yet.
It's not just the composition, it's your color, it's your saturation, how everything works together. It's very
Yes, and it's the light. You can see that there is a light on the left coming from the left side and the
Mhm.
shadow on the other side.
great.
Yeah, this is the red boat, and it's a simple painting.
Okay,
Same here also. Boats
very
on
good.
the shore. So those are views from Lebanon. The previous one is from Byblos. This one is from another city. Again, another house. This one is.
Oops. Okay.
This is just a scene. It's not a very detailed or very accurate painting. This is like the lady on the left is that's from imagination, and I just wanted to portray the feeling, the atmosphere.
You got it, yeah. Mm,
This is from the Central Island in Toronto.
okay,
A view from yeah, I call it the red boat. It's mostly I was focusing on that boat.
okay.
Yeah, again another traditional. It's this is a small painting, so it's not very detailed. This one too, small painting.
Okay.
This is a painting from the boat in the marina here in Port Credit in Mississauga.
Okay,
It's an old one, actually 2013, yeah.
very nice.
Same type of,
I have a question for you on something like this.
Yes.
Are you drawing this all, or are you just painting without drawing?
No, like I draw the stuff that I need, like the stairs I draw, but it's just very rough. I draw.
Okay,
Yes, I draw some of the stuff. The main things, like the house on the right, yes, the porch, probably. The tree, just very rough, because, ultimately I'm not going to follow precisely the outline. And the
Right.
trees on the back, I did very rough drawing.
okay. Oh, this is cool too.
This is an old castle in also there. It's so I was there and I took picture of the window from under.
Well, your shadows are very nice.
Yeah. This is a view from Toronto.
From the other side.
Yeah, from the water, from the, from this.
Mhm.
This is a cafe. It's a old cafe on the beach. This one, actually, this one, the previous one,
Oh, previous update.
a guy, I think it's from Slovenia. He asked me permission to put it on his cover for his book. I
Really?
don't remember what the book was, but he asked the permission to have this one, so he has it on the cover of his book. I don't recall. I don't have. I can dig out the name, but I don't have it. I think he
Did
was
he,
from Slovenia.
did he send you a copy of the book so you could keep the copy?
No, he didn't send it. I think he asked me. I don't know, but it was in. Yeah, but he asked me the permission. He contacted me. Yeah, so. he has
Very
it
nice.
covered.
That's an area that I think maybe artists, we don't always look into tapping that area for book covers and different items like that to market the art.
Yes, I mean, yes, you could do that. Like he's, for example, this guy, I guess his subject on Facebook maybe relate to the picture. That's why he wanted the picture. I'm assuming so.
I like
So
that.
this is sold. So this painting is sold. This is a very small one too, because as you see, it's not detailed. The paintings. Okay.
Okay.
As again, so those are mostly landscape, what we just saw. So the next would be probably about people and maybe animals.
Okay,
This one is, I still have it at home. This is a painting. It's like almost 20 years ago. It's a small one, but I like the expression of the face. It's not detailed, but it gives you the expression of the face.
it's all you need to put on there.
Yeah, this one.
Whoops, whoops. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, this one is a lady in India. She's feeding the cow.
Okay,
This guy is. I sent him the portrait. I did portrait of him, and I sent him the portrait. He was.
and did he like it?
He liked it. Yeah. Actually, that's exactly him. So he liked it. An old man. He's over 90 now.
Oh, wow.
This is oil pastel. This is my wife.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, this is oil pastel again. It's oil pastel
Mm-hmm.
because you can see if oil pastel doesn't have much of the chalk texture. So it's an oil pastel.
Actually, you can see it too, here where it's feathered out too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's oil because
It's oil, right?
yeah, it's oil pastel.
Which is again different than oil pigment sticks too. Different mediums again.
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
Okay,
interesting.
watercolor.
Oh, nice.
This is a lady. She's doing some what we call she's baking something in the oven there. It's a just
Tahini bread or has a name?
no. It's a pita. It's not a pita. It's something like it's just from dough.
Mhm.
Oh,
She's kneading the dough, and then after that she puts whatever she needs to put. It could be something we call kishik or za'atar. It's becoming common here in. Yeah, it's a thyme, a mix of thyme, sesame,
yes.
Mhm.
sumac, and other stuff and salt. So, and then they cook it in the oven, bake it.
Nice. Boy, that you
Yeah.
captured this.
Yeah, this guy is those clothes are traditional to the Druze in Lebanon. The Druze, they call them is a religious one of the religious. So this guy.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is I took a picture. I was in Wasaga Beach. I'm not sure if
okay.
you know Wasaga Beach. So, and I took a picture of people were playing, having fun. So I painted from the picture.
Very nice. Just a beach day.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is in Cuba. I was there and I took a picture and I painted it. This is a commission by a lady of her daughter.
Very nice.
She wanted to do a painting of her daughter.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a painting of a girl. This is an old one, very old.
I'm just, as we're going through these, do you know the artist Mary White?
No.
Her last name is Whyte. You might want to, yeah, she's American. If you could get a copy of seeing some of her paintings, you are reminding me your subject matter so much. She gets people in the moment, and that's what I see that you're doing. And these cannot be imitated, these paintings are just fabulous.
Yes, the previous one is the previous one, not this one. This is from the photo, but the previous one, and this again, it's in Lebanon. And I waited for the fishermen to come back, and so once they are back and they were like emptying their net, so I took a picture of one of them.
Very nice.
Ghazi, do you ever sketch people on location rather than taking photographs of them?
Yes, I do a lot. You will see when I come. Yeah, I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't honestly, because I'm focusing for the several years now. I have been focusing mostly on landscape and things like that.
Right. Mhm.
I used in the past, many years ago, I used to do portraits. Actually, when I was in Montreal, I was approved to do. I was approved with the city to do online. In the old Montreal, they have those guys who do sketch.
Oh, yeah.
So I was approved, but I didn't do it because I had to leave. I go, yeah.
Mhm.
So I
Wow,
used to do that,
That's pretty
but not very
impressive.
much anymore.
Pretty
I mean, I
impressive.
can do it. I'd like to do it, but I don't know if
I'm just thinking about sketching people standing, walking, as the case may be, because it's a whole challenge in itself.
Yes,
Because people don't stay still for any length of time, they move, but it's a great exercise or a great practice.
yes, I like to
See
do that.
way people move, how the
For sure.
shoulders, the slope
Can you
of
go
their
back
head.
to, sorry to not, sorry,
Yeah.
Ram. Yes,
Sorry.
I agree with you. I love to do on site and live
Mhm.
sketching, that's for sure. This is my wife and my mother-in-law. They were
Mhm.
Agabis
Oh.
also.
Very nice.
So, yeah, this is traditional. This is traditional Palestinian dress. So
Nice.
that is old. This is an old painting, watercolor. I like the texture on the dress on the bottom and under in the shade.
Yes.
Yeah.
I find if I'm painting cloth, it's a real challenge because the folds in the cloth and the movement, the change of the planes is so subtle that it's a real challenge to get it to look realistic.
Yes.
Realistic enough to say, okay, that's a dress coming down, there's a fold there, it's going to one side. So you've done it very well in that in the previous one that we've just
Yes,
passed,
I like the previous
Palestinian
one.
woman.
Yes, no, I agree with you. Actually, yeah, even the colors are not smoothly
That's
mixed
right.
with each other. They are like as if they are laid over each
Yes,
other. Yes,
that's right.
there
Yeah.
is life, there is action.
Yes, yeah, you've
This,
done an excellent job on that.
oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is my wife sitting on the thing here on the lakeshore in
Very nice.
Toronto, in Mississauga.
Mhm.
Do you guys feel that when you're painting the material things that can be a little bit challenging sometimes, that it's easier if you just look at everything as a shape rather than a material? Paint it like a shape and then you're not so afraid to paint it?
What they recommend, no, I heard it so many times. Don't paint objects,
Paint the shape,
paint shapes.
right?
Yeah, and I agree with that actually, because if you paint object, then it's like it's restricting, it's limiting you. You when you paint shapes, it's more artistic.
Yep. Like I say, I can't paint a face, but I can paint all the shapes in it, and then it looks like a face when it's done.
That is correct, exactly. Yeah. No, you are absolutely
This is
right.
so good. So good,
Yeah,
Ghazi.
this been sold. Yeah, this is not this one, the previous one. It's sold. This is a very small painting. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Back
this
at your
guy.
wife. Okay.
After my yes, this guy is
Okay.
sold.
Are you done with this guy?
Yes,
Okay, move on to, okay, a fire,
yes,
Forge,
smith, or
blacksmith.
blacksmith.
yeah, blacksmith. Yeah, as you can see, I like the violet color, so you can see it here, obvious.
And you have a lot of life in the darks too. Oh, look at this.
Yeah, yeah.
This
This is my younger daughter.
on
It's a
bristle
very
board?
rough. This is, I think this is on Bristol paper again. You can
Yeah.
see from the way the paint behaves, it's a Bristol
Yeah.
paper.
Cool. Does she like this?
Is she likes it? Does she like it, or is she
Yeah.
like this?
Very good.
Oh, she likes it. Yes.
I love it. Yes. Because you've gone a little looser on this.
Yes, exactly. That's what I like about it. It's loose.
Yep.
It's strong. The effect is strong and it's loose. Yeah.
Terrific.
Yeah, the Bristol paper sometimes gives you a really nice effect.
Well, I think that you should maybe look into buying some Yupo paper if you like painting on bristle paper.
Mhm.
Yupo is a synthetic art form, and it would look very much like those effects. Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, now we're into
Yes.
oils,
Oil. This is oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
and our time is 20 after.
Oh,
12,
okay.
But if
So we should
everybody's
move
still
faster. Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, you
okay
can
with
you can
this?
continue. Yeah, it's this oil painting. It's a picture I took from a river in Lebanon.
Now these are oil paintings. There is a
Yes, oil
difference.
painting. Yeah.
Wow, that's rich too.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
I like it. I like this one. This is a very old one. It's a girl at the door.
Oh,
This
wow.
one, yeah. Also, it's a still life.
Yes. This is a classic.
Yeah. This painting is not finished. I have never finished this one, but yeah.
Why don't
it's
you
not-
just
it's
say
a
it's
big one.
finished?
This is a huge, this is big, maybe like I would say 4 feet by maybe 3 feet or something.
Okay. Why don't you sign it and call it finished? Like these
Because
things
it's
don't.
yeah,
put in.
my daughters keep telling me, why don't you finish it? I don't know. I don't know. I just left it like that. But maybe in the future I would finish. It's mostly the edges which are not finished. The middle is completed. The edges on the mostly the right hand side are not finished.
Try to sell it. I bet you it would sell. Because the unfinished ones are brings your eye in.
Yeah.
The unfinished areas. Wow, this is rich.
Yes, it's a small one. I did the commission oil painting for several times. One of them is a lady. She wanted something.
Hmm. Hmm.
This is very old, small.
Got a really good position there.
Yeah.
Okay, so these
So,
are sketches.
Len, you were asking about live. This is live. This is my wife. She's feeding my son. She was
Okay.
just sitting there and feeding him. So I drew her. So those are most of them are live painting.
Right.
This is
Okay.
quick
Yeah.
sketches. This is very
Yeah.
quick sketches. The same
Yeah.
here. She is
Yeah.
holding him.
I'm also a member of Urban Sketches, and what I like about that is that you go out on location and you're often sketching people and very quickly because they don't stand still
That is
very
correct.
long or sit
Same
very
here.
long, you know?
Yeah, same here. She was sitting and I drew her. but
Yes.
I wouldn't like
Yeah.
to sit for very long, actually.
Yeah.
She's-
You paid her, of course.
yeah. This is pastel.
Mm.
My father-in-law. My brother-in-law. Also,
say,
he
this
was.
looks
This is
like
like
you.
both of those are live portraits. This is just pencil.
Mhm.
Nice.
Again, my wife in the 90s. Pencil.
You're lucky you have a beautiful model.
Thank you. Same here. She's lying on the. Yeah, this is a very rough sketch. Very rough. My nephew. Those
Yeah.
are just pencil sketches. Color, yeah, put some color here. It's the same guy, the same.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife, she was lying in bed and I just drew her. Same here.
Quick
So
poses.
I took, as I said, I took Sheridan this summer animation, and they have some drawing classes there. So they quick poses. They call them quick poses. Like this guy, this here is 5 minutes. I mean, the model is there to draw it in 5 minutes. So this is a 5-minute pose. It's a charcoal. It's charcoal. Same.
This is live in class, right?
5-minute pose. Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
This one for some reason is 20 minutes. So I think it's the same model. I don't remember.
Did you enjoy these classes? The live drawing?
Yes, yeah. I mean, they are nice because mostly they focus on the gesture and stuff like that. They
Right.
teach you something about gesture and
Right.
yeah, it's good.
I found them to be
good
a
for
torture,
animation.
quite honestly.
Sorry?
I found them to be a torture when I was in the life drawing class. It was a torture.
Yeah, you have to be quick sometimes. Like, this 5 minute, you have to be really quick. And then
Yeah.
sometimes they are longer. This one is 30 minutes. It's charcoal and so the shades and the stuff.
But
Man,
life drawing does train your eye and your
Yeah.
mind and your hand to work in
Yes.
combination because you can't fudge the size of the head regarding the foreshortening of the leg, as the case may be, whereas you can in a landscape. I mean, whether a tree is twice the height, it really is
Exactly,
inconsequential.
of course. You have to be accurate.
With life drawing, it teaches you to draw
Yeah.
exactly what you see, not what you think that you see. And
Especially when
that's-
you're drawing faces. Faces are really.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Len, you've got that description spot on, just right on with what you were saying.
Yeah, it's a great exercise of
Yeah.
learning how to draw.
I've
Yeah.
always
Here's
said
another one too.
if you
They
can
teach
draw
you
the
different
human
techniques.
form,
They teach you. Yeah, sorry.
if you
They
can
teach
draw
you
the
different
human form,
techniques.
you can draw anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great. It is just great.
But for me, because I have the drawing skill before, like when I was it helped me because I know how to draw. I can get the proportions correctly, so it helped.
Mhm.
Some people find it a little bit hard
Mhm.
to do that.
Man, you could publish a book just on your sketches. You know that.
Thank
Right.
you. This one is a very rough one, just with like with the edge, you know, with the thing, and just draw. It's mostly shades.
Yeah.
But this is a lady sitting, you know,
Oops.
like a.
Okay.
Okay, so, yes. So, and then I did some drawings for stories, like my wife and me, we did some stories and then did the illustration. This is one of the stories. It is from imagination, by the way. The one that you saw is from imagination.
From imagination. Okay. Oh, this is cool too.
This one is, I used some software like Adobe
Adobe. Okay.
Illustrator and
Mhm.
stuff like that. So, and actually it has some animation with it. Same story. The background is watercolor. This is another story. This is colored pencil. It's another story, but it's colored pencil.
It's terrific. Thank you, hon.
It's a zoom in on that thing, that same picture. So it's all from imagination. I didn't take any reference. I just thought about the characters and drew them. The same. This all belong to the same story. This is another story also. It's a long one. So sketches. This one, it's when I was in Montreal, they had the what do you call this book illustration? It's a magazine. You know that it's a story. So I had to create the story
Mhm.
and then I drew it. This is in ink.
Okay.
So cool. Okay, pictures from
Those
this.
are from few pictures from the sketchbook. Everything here is from imagination. So this is what some Daker cooking stuff. This one from a picture. This is again, this is oil pastel.
Okay. Boy, that's really very emotional.
Yeah, this one too. Again, it's from a story. We were trying to create a story about something.
Okay. Well, he looks very pleased with himself.
Yeah, I
Cool.
guess so.
I like the way you've used blue for on
For
the
the
lion.
lion. Yes, yes. I
Rather,
like it too.
yeah, rather than using traditional yellow or gold
Yes,
color
yeah, I know,
on the
it's
face.
different.
But it works. I mean, it's
Oh yeah, it's nice. I like it. That's why it's not very much detailed or anything like
Yeah.
those paintings of lion, but it has something different in it.
yeah.
Actually,
It just illustrates how values really
Yes,
Yeah.
carry a painting. Not so much color, but values, isn't it? And
exactly,
all the
definitely.
values are there, the shading on the face. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important, the values. It's very
Yeah.
important. So I did some pyrography, which is like wood burning. This is wood burning.
oh, good
It's
grief,
just
they're so
plywood,
good.
and I have some tools that heat. They can become hot, and then you just burn the wood.
Oh.
It's difficult to control because you overburn sometimes. You need to control how much you burn.
So would you sketch out the
Yes,
scene
of course.
ahead?
You sketch.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay.
But it's
Wow.
not easy to control, especially the light face. Like if you want to do the face and then it burns too much, that's
Yeah.
it. You can do nothing. I did some stage backdrop. This is one of them. It's on foam, like 2-inch foam panels. I paint them and I cut them.
Very cool.
I did some sculpture.
Yeah,
This is computer 3D, which is done in the. So I did this. I have a tool that's called a haptic device. A haptic device, it's a stylus that you can carve in space. So I have the software and the hardware.
So what is it called?
Haptic, I think it's HAPTIC, haptic device.
Yeah, okay. I was going to
And
ask you about this. This is look at the size of it with your hand there.
Yes.
It's wow.
Okay.
Just a
Yes.
minute.
And
Did you
sorry.
just print this or does your software mold the product?
Okay, what the software does, the software, you create the model. Now the model, you can carve it into 10 meters big, or you can have it in 10 millimeter. It's up to you.
Right.
I'm
you
on
can
a Zoom.
zoom in or zoom out. So this one, I think this one I did 3D printing, and I created a silicone mold, and from the mold I cast this, and I
Wow.
painted over it. So this is how it's done.
Holy moly. Yeah, these are, I find these very, very
So
interesting.
this one is on wood actually. The
Oh.
machine, I have a CNC machine too. It's a Roland, and this one is not big, it's small. A lady, she commissioned, she wanted to do a picture of her friend with the dog. So she gave me the picture of her friend. I created the model in the computer and sent it to the CNC machine, and it carved on the wood. And I
Wow.
painted, I stained the wood.
Wow.
I think you have a lot of knowledge to share here, Ghazi. And look at this.
Same here.
Whoops. Oh, okay. This is
Now
the,
this is my wife, but yes, this is the same. This is my
your
wife.
wife.
I have it here. It's not finished. This is a real clay. This is a clay.
Clay.
This is hand sculpture. So I put the clay, and the clay never hardened. I still have it, and it's still soft. This is
Just
many years
amazing.
ago.
Just amazing.
And this one here, again, one of the festivals, so they asked me to do. So I did a scene, and this is all, by the way, it's a papier mâché. I'm not sure if you know the
Oh, yeah.
papier
Paper
mâché.
mache, yes.
So what I do, I create the steel structure, which is the chicken wire mesh, whatever it's called. And then I stick the papier mache on it, and then I paint it. So the boy in the thing is just a zoom out, zoom in of the boy face.
Right.
It's not easy, it's very hard.
Mhm.
What do you do? What do you paint it with so that it can withstand a bit of the elements, a bit of rain or water? Because it's
I
obviously
use
outdoors.
acrylic. What I use is acrylic. But
Exterior acrylic.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, acrylic, but acrylic does not stand very much the weather difficulties. So this one, on top of the acrylic, I did some varnish. I don't remember what the name was. I think epoxy. Trying to, what do you call that? Forgot the name. Yes, and that it makes it last longer. Otherwise, the colors might go faded. The rain might affect it. Actually, the rain will affect it even with the varnish. But I did. I have to remember the name. So I did cover the paint.
I'll tell you, that is, what would the size be, like this whole thing? I see the garbage pail there for sizing.
Yeah, the size is normal. It's a real life size.
Okay,
Because
what it looks like, just,
you can see the chair. The guy, if he sits on the
Yeah.
chair, the real size.
yes, okay.
Now I put some notes about I learned from videos. I learned from people, but mostly videos I see on the internet. So,
Okay.
so I put some notes here. I try to understand and I'm still experimenting. Actually, I'm still searching for to find the best approach, the best technique, and stuff like that that suits my what I want to do. So I put some notes here. I'm not sure if it's a good advice, but of course, like thumbnail, even though I don't always do it, but I find that thumbnail pencil tonal sketch is quite important, and you need to stick to it because I think tone is a very important effect in paintings. If the tones are not identified, like not too many tones, maybe 3-4 tones, it's good. Too many tones, then you don't end up with a good painting. So thumbnail sketch is good. Yeah, not being slave, which I try to avoid. I'm not always successful because once you start the painting, you follow the photograph. And simplify, yes, of course, you pick whatever important is for you. Center of focus, yeah, I try to not always, not very always, not successful all the time. I try different techniques. Sometimes, dry brush, granulation, whatever. I find some things interesting, like granulation and things. So I try to experiment with different techniques. So reduce the number of layering. Yes, because otherwise you will end up with like muddy color and you lose the transparency. And yeah, I mean, there are a lot of advices. So many that sometimes I get confused, like which one to follow. So I try sometimes to, when I start a new painting, to limit myself with what I should be following in that painting. Otherwise, it's a little bit difficult to follow, especially when you are in the painting and doing the painting. Yeah. So
Okay, Ghazi, I'm gonna share a note here from Diane, who
okay.
had to leave, and she has, my apologies, but I will have to go. Thank you for this amazing session, incredible paintings. Love your ability to capture shadows in all of your paintings. Look forward to following you on Instagram. Excellent session. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Diane.
much. Thanks so much. But Anita, by the way, what you were reading now is in a rectangle that is blue. What we see is just dark blue. We don't see what
You
you're
don't see me, okay. Well, can you see everything normal now? I think we're
Mhm.
finished here, Ghazi.
Yes, thank you so much. Thanks.
I'm
Thank you.
gonna stop the share. Now you see me,
Yes.
see each
And
other.
the blue rectangles are gone now.
Okay, the blue, yes. See what that is. First of all, to me, it's just looks like it's just black. It's all these it's all the commands here. So if that's gone, then I can't fetch it back. So I wish they could just make that a little smaller somewhere. But anyway, thank you very much. That was incredibly enlightening.
Thank you
Very-
so much. I really appreciate. Thanks, thanks for joining everybody, and thank you, Anita, for this opportunity. It's really, I really appreciate that.
Well, I was so thrilled when you responded and she said, I'll take March. Okay, so that was way back in November. So
Mhm.
here's March and we're done. And that
Oh,
was just so terrific. So this is going to go on to the members, Facebook, members connecting with members. So that's it's a private group, but all the members have access to it who want to take a look at it. So it will go on there after I process this video. It'll go on there sometime this weekend. So it'll
Okay.
be there, and I will also do an announcement on that. Next month, we have another artist who has signed up. And so far, that's it for this year, but others might want to. But next month, we have Ona Kingdom. If you know
Mm.
Ona,
Mhm.
so I've been working with her. She's published a new book, and I've asked her if she wants to share on her paper journey or what her book is.
Mhm.
Anyway, she's a wonderful artist. So now we've got, Ghazi, I had no idea that you're into the sculpturing and all these figures that you make, and your portrait work is so amazing. I hope that you show your work in a lot of places.
Thank
Doesn't
you.
matter when you did them, it's still you as an artist that you did them. Okay.
Thanks. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mhm.
And for anyone else who wants to be a featured artist, yeah, it'll pick up again because we kind of let it ride over the winter. So we'll pick that up again. Thank you, everyone. And I'll let you go unless
Thank you.
anyone else has anything else to say.
Mhm.
I just
Just-
wanted to say thank you. It was wonderful. You're multi-talented and I really enjoyed it.
Thank
Mhm.
you so much. Thanks again.
Yeah.
Thanks again for joining. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Anita.
guys.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, Ghazi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you next month, everyone.
Okay, all
Okay.
right.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye now.